Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Tay. Welcome to Live with Tay, where I have real conversations with amazing people you need to know. Now, listen, on Fridays, you know I have to give you something new for your playlist, so you got a double. Today, you are going to meet none other than recording artist. She is a complete vibe. She vibes out. If you are looking for music that is going to help you with your zen, help you after a long, stressful day, week, whatnot. I'm telling you, her latest single or album, I guess we still call it albums now, that's out now is Flow Heart, and we're going to talk all about it now. Welcome to Live with Tay, Stacy Epps.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No, thank you. Your schedule is hella busy. And so I know that you are all over the world and doing all types of things. But for those that are tuning in that are like, who is this like beautiful face? Like, tell them how would you describe Stacy Epps?
Wow.
That's loaded, right?
Yeah, I mean, number one, I would say a light being,
Mhm.
that's one with God and walking and working to be on my highest and best path possible
Mhm.
every day.
Mhm.
Um, Second would be a mother of three children who I love so much and, that changed my life
Mhm.
forever.
Mhm.
The journey of motherhood is one we can continue to talk about later.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, an artist, creative, um, whose purpose is to be a vessel
Mhm.
and be open to receive the highest and best message from source,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
connect through sound vibrations and frequencies
Mhm.
that can really affect change from the inside out on the cellular, level. Um, and and also with my art, I painted the painting behind
I
me.
was gonna
So
ask too. So that is, I've been looking at it.
yeah,
Oh, what? Let me. We're gonna definitely get into that.
yeah.
But just an all around creative though, Stacy. Like,
But also an advocate,
yeah.
an advocate, an advisor, a support system for many of the people that I love and
Mm-hmm.
respect in music.
Mm-hmm.
With, you know, shoot, how many years now? 17 is it 17?
She started when she was 10.
17 years as an attorney,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
an entertainment attorney. Um, and yeah, and then just, here, happy to be here, grateful,
Mm-hmm.
so multifaceted, um, and just, being open to flowing and
Mm-hmm.
working to open my heart more every
Mm-hmm.
single day.
I love it. I love it. Well, you gave us a lot. So, for anyone tuning in who does not know this amazing beauty and just such a, Stacey, I say this when people get in your company or just even get around you, they can't help but there's such a light and an energy to you that all people need to experience. But until you can come and see her live and get in a zone, what they could do first and foremost is go
Hmm.
ahead and download your latest project, Flowheart. Listen, I'm a music person. Music is my love language, and it's a vibe. Like it's a
Oh,
you
thank
gotta get into.
you.
It's a glass of wine on a fall day with the fire with the fire pit burning type of vibe. So
Hmm.
Stacey, what encouraged, like this is not your first project. You are not new to the music world by any way, shape, or form. This is
Hmm.
just a new project that you just dropped. But what is it, the vibe of this particular project? What makes this so different for you, or maybe the same for you, just depending?
Yeah, it's definitely my journey,
Mm-hmm.
It's been 17 years since my last album,
Aura, right?
and
Aura?
it was The Awakening,
Awakening.
my
I knew it
last
started.
full album. Yeah,
Yeah,
Aura
yeah.
was an EP I dropped in 2012.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like first, since my last album, The Awakening, and I'd had the journey like I talked about of, motherhood, having three
Mm-hmm.
children, the ups and downs of being a single mother, knowing I have to care for three children, like pretty
Mm.
much on my
Yeah.
own. And so there were a lot of decisions I had to make, and ways I had to tighten up to make sure that I
Mm.
could
Mm.
do what I needed to do for
Mm.
them.
Yeah.
And I always created, but there was a time when I just was like very critical of what I would
Mm.
create. And I would say, I don't like this, or
Mm.
no, or I would, say, I don't feel like it. I don't, it was just a general, thing. And my sister, my soul sister, she's not by
Mm.
blood, but my soul sister, we actually share the same birthday, invited me to a sacred ceremony with her shaman in
Mm.
Mexico. It was actually her naming ceremony. And I experienced plant medicine for the first
Mm.
time. And that's when I truly realized, you know, that my heart was closed and that I had a
Mm.
wall over my heart that I built for protection from
Mm.
pain or, whatever energy
From
we go
life.
through just living
Yeah.
here in this country and life in
Mm-hmm.
general. And it started to crack my heart open. And I was like, oh, and it
Mm.
was clear to me, like, oh, you have to share. Like,
Mm.
oh, share. And so the first message I got was to be free, was be
Mm.
free. Just let go, just open up. And from that experience, I knew I had to share this with other artists
Mm.
because as artists give so much into the creative process and then
Mm.
even into sharing the process,
Mm.
sharing everything that you've done and opening your heart to others,
Yeah.
and that we need to also heal as
Mm.
well. And so I've held artist retreats through my nonprofit, Love Like
Mm.
Water.
Mm.
I forgot to mention that when you asked
Because
about
you do so much. It's like,
I was like, oh, I forgot about that. But yes, and so that process, just the process of opening my heart and learning to
Mhm.
share again, learning to love again, learning
Mhm.
to really open my eyes to see clearly
Mhm.
from things and learning from past mistakes and
Mhm.
past, so it's all that journey of flow heart, and
Yeah.
that's a journey. It just came to me, a way of opening your heart.
Yeah.
It's like a modality.
Yeah.
So I'm working on a book for that as well. And
I
but
think you need
yeah.
self-guided meditation. So we'll get into that. So anyone that's watching, because I apologize, when I'm a music addict, y'all should just already, before you even hop on here, know that you need to just get into the vibe of the projects that I share. And so the project today that we are talking about is Stacy Epps' latest project, Flow Heart.
Yes.
Something that we
Yes.
all need, whether we admit it or not. Life can get you to a place where you could be so successful. As you shared, you've had a successful journey as an entertainment attorney. You've done artistry, you do speaking, all of the things, and so to the outside looking in, it's like she's so whole, like she's whole, she's whatnot. But sometimes we don't even realize that we've built a wall around our heart, not intentional, but just how things, it's like our defense mechanism, because you
Mhm.
go through life and things happen. So
Mhm.
you put up this little wall because you're not going to let this happen again.
Mm.
Then you go through life, something else happens. Okay, I'm build this
Another
other part
wall.
of my heart,
Mhm.
and you just keep going there. So you go on this retreat. How did you know? Because sometimes we don't recognize that we've built this around our hearts and our minds. How did you know that you had? And take us through the journey of letting those come down so that you could write and create freely with your latest project.
Yeah, so it was when I realized, because even immediately after the ceremony,
Mm-hmm.
um, it was in the morning, it's in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
It's, and the sun's rising and they're like, how did it feel? How are you? And the thing that I really remember saying is, I feel like my heart has been broken, but
Mm-hmm.
not broken in the negative way, like it's been broken open. And
Mm-hmm.
so from that moment, I was it changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt lighter. I felt
Mm-hmm.
freer. I knew I had more work to do, and I
Mm-hmm.
knew through my heart, through my art and my heart,
Mm-hmm.
I could open up to create more and to be more connected. So it's for me, it's really my spirituality is through my music. That's why you don't hear a lot of you don't hear any
Mm-hmm.
really cursing or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that
It's
because
so pure, and your voice
yeah,
is so pure. Like it's just and people don't realize. So a lot of you that are like us and you love music understand that we've been so conditioned to think that it has to have words and it has to tell a story and it has to, have a certain type of beat. But sound, Stacey, take us through because I know you are, avid sound meditation, and the project literally I can put it on, and just like if I'm laying down or relaxing, it just takes you on a vibe. So,
mm,
how does sound vibrations and sound meditation share a little bit about what that means to you, and how maybe somebody new to it as they're listening to the project can get into it as
yeah.
because it's new for some.
Yes, for sure. And it's like everything, like sound waves, like
Mm-hmm.
frequencies, everything is like comes down to that,
Mm-hmm.
comes down to a wave, comes down to a sound. And when you understand how different frequencies can affect you in different ways, and that there are frequencies that are dissonant that will make you wonder why you listen to music and you just start feeling like, oh, I want to fight, or oh,
Yeah.
or you want to cry, or you want to
Mm-hmm.
laugh, or you feel joy, or you feel at one, and frequencies can be used for good and it can be used for bad. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, my focus is on the solfeggio frequencies, which are the healing frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many videos online, like 432 hertz, 528 hertz, and you listen to these frequencies and they actually can heal you. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was just fascinated to learn about sound healing and how, your frequency plus your intention can create healing. So for me, it's always about a frequency and it's always about an intention. So every time before I get on the mic, I'm like, I pray and I say,
Mm-hmm.
God, please open me to be a vessel to express in the highest and best way, just to
Mm-hmm.
open me up.
Yeah.
And yeah. And
Yeah.
so all of my music, I have frequencies in my music,
Mm-hmm.
even that you can't hear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's down to that, and it's
Yeah.
so it's very deep, and it's very important. And it's like the music for healing, the
Mm-hmm.
sound for healing. And I
Yeah.
think now more than ever is it's what we want. Like we
Mm-hmm.
don't care what kind of car you have or what
Mm-hmm.
kind of jewelry you have. Like all that stuff now, with all that's going on in the world
Are
now,
so not important.
it's just
It's
not,
not. It's not. And so the healing. So you have Away is beautiful. The
Oh,
video
thank
is just
you.
beautiful body of water, and just your you see how your face is smiling right now. It's exactly like when we see you, it's just like you know and so why did you feel that Away was going to be a project that you definitely needed to release? What makes that single so special to you?
Yeah, so, in the order of the album, actually, that's the
Mm-hmm.
second song.
Mm-hmm.
That one's produced by Kareem Riggins, and it's really, about once I open myself up and allow myself to be free, then it's like, okay, now I need to see, right? I need to see clearly. I need to remove the tension or remove anything that's blocking me from seeing my clear path
Mm-hmm.
forward. And so that's what it is, like clear the haze so I can see the light clearly. And
Yeah.
so that's really, the message of that song. It's so funny, when I created that song, I was like so nervous. So I get nervous when I send it to the producer for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my daughter, she's 7, and I'm like, we're in the car. I'm like, listen to the song and let me know what you think. And she listened.
Because
We're
kids are
playing.
going to tell you the truth,
They
honey.
gonna tell you the truth. And so I played the song, and she said, "Mommy, send that right away. Send it right now." And it was just so cute. And then as far as my man, Rec, he heard the song and he's like, that has to be the next single. That has to be
Mm.
it. And so we went to Honduras and Royal in Honduras, and he shot, the video with the drones, and it just came out really beautifully, and it
It
felt like,
matches the project. Like, you know, I'm a visual, so I love to
mm,
listen to the music, but I always see the video or see the visual that that song is making me feel, and spot on. That blue water, it was just a whole vibe. So Away, definitely a hot single. And so on this new project for you, I have to say, Stacy, you have worked with a little bit of every and anybody, from a music perspective, from an entertainment law perspective. You are, people just know when they say your name. Oh, you know, everybody knows Stacy. So what made you for this particular project feel, uh, you know, like, you know what, let me get some more people on here with me, because normally, you know, you've done it in the past, but you could really tell through this one it's a lot of pairings, and you've worked with some great people on this particular project. So what inspired that?
yeah, I mean, it really was the flow of who I received music from and
Mm,
who, I connected with during that time. And so those are really the people,
mm,
and the people that just, mean a lot to me, like
yeah,
Madlib, who's
yeah.
my big brother and who I, represent now. And he gave me two beautiful tracks for the
Mm.
album, and Kareem Riggins, my other big brother. It's like I just
And
it's
y'all
it's
work
like,
so well. I know you and Kareem work extremely well. Like the flow is just flowing. And so you just have that connection, and you can feel it in the music. It's like everyone is paired up. It's like a beautiful recipe that you took a little of this and a little of that,
mm-hmm.
and then it just made this delicious dish for all of us to enjoy, which is Flow Heart, because it's just a vibe. It's just a
Oh,
vibe. And
thank
so
you.
for you, you've been in the music industry for a while. And so, you know, I'm an avid believer. I love the download. It's great. We can have it on our phones, all of the things, right? But it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing like hearing it on a vinyl.
Oh
Something
yeah.
about the feel, the sound, the
Mm-hmm.
just something about that vinyl. So please tell me that you've got this new project on vinyl. There's no other way that you could
So
do it.
this is my test press
Okay,
here.
okay.
So I approved it. I should have it next by end of next week. I'm gonna have my actual vinyl. So I'm
Yeah.
so excited. I have CDs already. I should
Mm-hmm,
have brought one down here.
mm-hmm.
But I have CDs and vinyls coming soon, and I'm just excited. I feel so blessed to have the opportunity to share this music.
Yeah.
It feels really good. It feels like this is what we need.
It
This is the
it
time.
it is definitely, it is definitely the time for this music. So for those that are watching that are like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this project, but I need to feel her live, because to see you perform live is like no other. Like you're just always, if you follow her on social media, which she just vibes out. Like I'm like, I gotta get to a Stacy Jam session. So when can those of us that have not witnessed you live in person, when can we experience that?
Yeah, we're planning on heading to Detroit
Ooh,
and Chicago soon, and then I have Poland actually coming up in November, and but definitely want to just do some more stuff. I would love to
mhm,
do some more meditations.
mhm,
I want to do some, just stuff live with people and just
mhm,
sharing that vibe and energy.
mhm.
And we will be going on tour to support the album soon. So yes, excited about all of that. But
Well, those of y'all that are watching live would say, y'all know I bees outside, so I'm gonna tell y'all about the tour dates so that you don't miss them, because it's definitely a vibe. And again, you've got to download and get the vinyl and all of the things with Flow Heart. Did you say earlier you're gonna do a book? Is it, there's a book to go
yeah,
along?
so I'm so a book has like came to me around the Flow Heart.
Mm-hmm.
kind of modality, and it's just really focusing on your heart
Mm-hmm.
and having gratitude and awareness and connecting, with your heart and knowing that, how you're here, how you are breathing, just different frequencies that you can, listen to, so just a good book, just opening up and allowing you to really flow
Yeah.
and allow your heart to be, light, because right now the energies that are prevalent want us to go down to a certain level to be, I mean, because honestly, we are magical beings, because
Mm-hmm.
anything else we would be like flat on the ground just crying 24 hours
Mm-hmm.
a day if we weren't
Mm-hmm.
extremely strong people. From the
Mm-hmm.
things that we see on a day-to-day basis that we shouldn't even see, to be honest, the things
Mm-hmm.
that we see every day, the images we're bombarded with, the messages we're bombarded
Yeah.
with, and one thing I just want to bring up that really hit me was, I was on YouTube and I saw a message. You know how you'll get, leaders saying
Mm-hmm.
quotes on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and so I saw one from Maya Angelou, and it said, "Focus on yourself and stay silent." I said,
Mm.
that doesn't sound like something Maya Angelou would say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I started listening to the video, and it was her words, her voice. And I'm going to say her words, it was her voice.
Voice. Yeah.
And then I'd scroll down and I look and I see um, a caption, and it says AI created. So
Mm.
then I look and I look up, focus on yourself, stay silent. I do a search for it.
Nowhere.
They have Mel Robbins, they have
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Jakes Roberts, they have
Mm-hmm.
Billy Graham, they have Oprah, they
Mm.
have Denzel Washington, all saying the same message in
Just.
their voice.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just more important than ever now for authenticity, for
Yeah.
one-on-one personal connection, and
Mm-hmm.
really, being prepared and knowing that our true purpose is the plan for what is going down and what we're going to do in the future, because where we are now is just
It's
unsustainable.
not.
And
And
so
Stacey,
that ties real quick. I just want to tie in
yeah,
real quick.
no, no, that
Yeah,
that's
so because
good.
that's why I'm doing the album. That's why it's a
Yeah.
nonprofit album, to
Yeah.
create a space where we
Um,
can live and have a
just flow.
community artist retreat.
Yeah. So you said that, and I'm happy that you bring that up because, like, for those of you that are tuning in, you may have missed it in the beginning. You are an entertainment attorney. That's been, and so I love the fact that you, from your law perspective and your creative perspective, I'm happy that you touched on that because I love to hear from you because you know both sides, right? You know the
Mm-hmm.
artistry side, and like some of this is getting out of in my opinion, I put words in Stacey's mouth, but in my opinion, we're out of control in the authenticity of music. I am an avid music lover, and I think the beauty of artists being able to get in a studio to create, to express, to do all of the things, and then us reward them by supporting their projects and things like that. So when it's not authentically the person, and now it's taking away from other creatives that really are putting their
Mm-hmm.
blood, sweat, and tears into it. I know personally, I just, it hurts my heart. Hence why I want to have Artist Spotlight weekly so that people can see that this is an artist that has a project and this is the face of that particular artist. So you know that they're real. Like Stacy Epps is real. She's a real
Mm-hmm.
mama. She's a real,
That's
she's a
right.
real businesswoman, all of the things. And so, Stacey, from a just from that law and entertainment perspective, why is it so important for us to support real music now more than ever, in your opinion?
It it is so important. Man, and it's just sad because I was saying, you have to kind of, everything you look at, you kind of have to say, is this real
Mm,
now? And I don't like that, but you have to have your eyes open and know, is this a real thing, or is this something that's just,
somebody made it.
created?
Mm,
And it's just important for us to support each other and realize that we are each other's foundation. It's not some like mythical, you know, create, it's just us helping each other it's not market brand. You know, they try to tell you all these
Yeah.
words and buzzwords, but it's really just people, and it's connecting
Mhm.
with people. And everything that I've done with this project that we've done as a small team, you know,
Mhm.
because we don't I didn't I wasn't signed to a label. I
Right.
created my own label. Even with my first album, I press up
Mhm.
my own vinyl, I press up my own CDs. I was
I
always
know
very
that's right. You
avid.
took it back to the original because you listen pressing them. That you were real. You a real one. You didn't.
Oh, I go all the way back to I was in Europe with suitcases of CDs selling them
Yeah.
wholesale. Like
Yeah.
I've been in this for, a long time. I've seen
Hmm.
the different iterations. And
Hmm.
now everybody is going back like physical. Like we want to have a physical touch. We want to
I
have
want
a
to open
physical
it up and read
piece.
the credits, and I'm so geeky. I want to see the dedication. Who did
Mm,
Stacy dedicate this project to? Who were the engineers that helped engineer? Because
mhm.
all of those duties and responsibilities are so important from a music world, and I just feel like our youth generation. It's not about going viral on TikTok. Maybe your gift is to be an engineer. Maybe yours is to play an instrument,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
whatnot, for a particular, artist. So, let's get back to the authenticness of music and just of life in general. So,
Mhm.
think you are
Mhm.
definitely open up the doors for that with your new project, Flow Hard. We're gonna catch her on tour and all of the things. And Stacey, I even feel like you got a meditation retreat. I could see you running your own retreat, maybe through your nonprofit. So let's talk about your
Yes.
nonprofit a little bit, because there could be somebody watching that's in need or can help support you in the endeavors that you're doing through that project. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So Love Like Water is my nonprofit. We've been a 501(c)(3) for 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really was thinking and like, what can I do? What am I passionate about? What can I help? And it's like I love water. I love everything about
Mm-hmm.
water. And I'm also a cancer, so everything, and I love supporting artists. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, how do I put these two things together? And and it was through working with artists to provide water to places that really need it.
Mm-hmm.
So we provided over 20,000 gallons of water to Austin, Texas, Houston, Texas, Jackson, Mississippi, Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
to name a few. And we also have held artist retreats for,
Mm-hmm.
artist healing retreats, in addition to creating the Mad Love benefit for Madlib,
Mm-hmm.
um, after those wildfires in Los
Mm-hmm.
Angeles. So we were able to produce two events and a fundraiser, and it really was an amazing, experience. So like all of those things, and then the next project we're doing now is the Flowheart project, and the
Okay.
goal is to raise money to buy land so we can have a retreat center community art space in another country, and we're looking at Honduras
Okay.
right now. So it's like it's for a purpose, like
Mm-hmm.
like this
Mm-hmm.
is this is what we need, and I feel clearly that that's my mission
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. No. Well, I love it. Again, for those that are watching, make sure don't run. I mean, don't walk, but run to download Stacy's new project, Flow Heart. So let's have a little bit of fun, Stacy, before we get up out of here. So music is my love language. I love a good playlist. So Stacy, help us out. What are three songs that are currently on rotation on Stacy Epps' playlist that we got to go ahead and add to ours, because we need to know what you got?
Ooh, okay. So if you know me, I'm like in a different era. I love late 70s. I love spiritual jazz. I love So some of the songs I love, so
This,
many.
I'm ready.
But I want to start with Morning Sunrise. That's one of my favorite
Okay.
songs ever, and it just makes me feel so happy and
Ooh,
warm inside.
is that
Oh,
Weldon Irvine?
that is hold on. Cuz I want to tell you about this other one. I have to.
See, like
Um,
y'all know I
I'm
like good
sorry, I'm
music.
looking
I
up
know
real
y'all
quick.
are getting yourselves together right now. Pull out your
It's
playlist.
so we know it's Weldon Irvine is Morning Sunrise.
Okay, got it.
And then the other song is a new song that
Okay.
just came out, and I put it on my story, so I want to make sure I say the correct person. Um yes, so it's Omar, the singer from the
Okay.
UK,
Okay.
and it's a song called Nights Like This by an artist named Dane O, and
Yes.
it's
Huh?
Omar.
Okay.
That song, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to watch that video. So that song, that's brand new, hot
I can
off the press.
look. I can see the. Okay, I got
Hot
you.
off the press. Check
Okay,
that out.
I love it. It's got a gospel choir to it too. Okay, come on, Stacy.
Man, that song get you going, get you dancing.
Okay.
So I love that. And let's see. Ooh. I had missed out. There was a No Worry show last night.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the whole show, got there late. But
Oh.
the opener was Ray Khalil, and she
Okay.
has a song called Is It Worth It? It's Rae Khalil, and I
Okay.
love I love her that song, and I was sadly missed her.
Oh.
We missed the
I,
whole show.
well, listen, y'all know we believe in supporting good artists, so we're gonna go ahead. I will share those three songs as Stacy's must add to your playlist, along with again Flowheart. You see that was a given. That is, you shouldn't even have to worry about that one. So all right, we got your playlist. So dream collaboration, Stacy. You've collabed with some greats. You have truly worked with some amazing artists. And I forgot to say this earlier because I know, but somebody watching, they may see this calm, vibrational Stacy right here. The Stacy got mad bars. Like, but Stacy's bar game is ridiculous. It is ridiculous as a female MC. I call you a female MC, Stacy, because you can hold with some of the best of
Mm,
them. I've seen it.
thank
So
you.
from a collaboration perspective, who's someone past or present that you would love to collaborate with that you haven't already?
Okay. Um, Dream come true would be if
Mm-hmm.
I was able to do a song with Sade. Like I would fall out and I would cry and I would like I don't even know what I'd do. It would be the best day ever.
Ooh,
Like oh my god.
just the vibe in itself. I just want to be in the studio because the vibe when y'all are like putting it
I
down.
don't even know if
Just,
I'd be able to sing. I'd probably be all like, oh my god, I'd probably all fangirl and like, it's Sade. I can't even
she's really here. She's here
queen.
right now. So
Oh my
okay,
god.
I
So
can definitely see
yeah.
that. Who else you got? Who else you got?
Let me think. Who else? Um hmm. Past or present? Past, I would
Yeah.
definitely say Dilla, rest in peace. Um, we did a song together. Well, I kind of like remix my own song like I used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
With a song with him and Madlib. But before he passed, him and Madlib sat me down and said they wanted to do a J-Lib produced album for me.
Oh
And then he passed away. And so that, I just have love for my brother, and I would have loved to like really been able to, do a song with him,
no.
rap with
Well,
him.
the way that they have things now, where I say technology is out there, but let's use it to do things that are of beauty, right? That could
Mm,
definitely be something. Because I'm sure if we dig in the crates, I'm sure there's something that's there that maybe you could give
that's
life
true. You're
to,
right.
right? Yep. So
Yeah, that's
I think that
true.
would be that
Hit
would be
my dukes. Hit up my
yeah,
duke.
yeah, yeah. So last question before we get up out of here. So Stacey, your new project Flow Hard is such an inspiration, and I believe that right now and all the time people deserve some inspiration, or what I like to call pep talks. What pep
Mm,
talk would you give anybody today that may be dealing with life, just life? And they might be a single parent too. They might be an attorney that's like, I'm over this, I got a case going on right now that I'm just sick of. Or it could just be there's somebody who is just not having the best of a day. What's
Hmm.
pep talk with Stacy Epps give them today?
I'd say blessings be to you, number one. Be in the gratitude, stay in the moment. Just take a minute. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Allow your mind to settle. Allow your feet to be planted firmly on the ground. Allow yourself to ground in nature. Allow yourself to connect, to go back to the basics of your breath and the beat of your heart. Know that you are one with the one,
Mm,
and you have an immense power beyond even your own understanding. So connect within and take that time to connect with that light within you. Don't allow it to dim for any reason.
mm,
Now is more important than ever for you to shine at your highest. So I invite you to open that door and open that door to your heart so that you can be and you can fly and you can be the highest.
mm.
And you can change the world through your light because we're all reflections of each other. I know it gets hard, it gets crazy, but it's like when we connect, even if you go outside barefoot for a minute and just be like, look, I'm taking
Get
my
ground.
shoes off, let me touch the grass,
Yeah,
let me breathe
yeah,
some air, let me be in the sun.
yeah.
Take it back to the basics and make it uncomplicated because we have so many complicated things. So if we can, just touch the ground for a minute. Remember, it's like
Mhm.
ground in the air. It's down to existence.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. And so again, Stacey, I just thank you because I knew that she was gonna help me get my weekend just in order, just
Oh, this is what I could say.
for the weekend
You
going.
have the light inside you. Let it shine through. You
Listen,
know what I mean?
that's it, Stacey. Look, that is it.
Keep
That is
going.
it. That is it. So listen, y'all know that I'm always putting you down with the hottest, and Flow Heart is definitely that one. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and download it, get the vinyl because they can order. They'll be able to order it online. Is that right, Stacey? Once they
Yes,
okay.
yes. I'm putting it's going to be on my website, stacyepps.com.
Thank you
And
for making it simple, Stacey. You know,
yeah,
it'll be
just
like, if
come
I,
to my site, man. Like all these other third parties trying to take 10%, 8%. I'm like, just come to me and let's
that
let's
part,
keep it direct. So
yes,
they say direct to community. So I
I like,
invite you in and let's build this community through sound. Anything that I can do to assist in your journey, just let me know.
and she
Connect.
means that. That's the beautiful part. To know you is to know that you truly mean that. And is your artwork on there? I didn't even, that picture is just hypnotizing me.
You
Is
know what? It's not, but I need to put it up. So I'm gonna have some art. I've been doing art for a long time.
yeah,
I did the art for my other projects as well. So
yeah. We need. I see a Stacy Epps art show where it just travels, and you could come and we can buy your art. We could buy your music and we could just vibe out with you. So y'all know I believe in manifestation. So y'all come
okay.
soon. Stacy's go just and maybe paint something or just have something for different artists and things like that because you are a true valuer of the arts. And so I just
Hmm.
thank you for your platform, what you do in the entertainment space, and what you do just from a legal, that background is just so amazing. And you are definitely someone that everybody needs to know. So,
Oh,
again, y'all,
thank
this is Live with Tay, where we have
you.
real conversations with amazing people that you need to know, like Stacy Epps for sure. And I always put you down with the hotness. Again, download Flow Heart. It is out now. Run it up. Catch the video away. Streaming now on YouTube. And until next time, y'all, this your girl Tay. Y'all have a good weekend. All right. Bye.
Peace.